Also Disney related, Disney, you might as well put us on a payroll at this point because we're giving you free mentions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lion King trailer. And the main reason we talk about this is because, obviously Lion King was a huge thing, and I know Paris, he likes Disney stuff.
I do.
But we also didn't get to talk about Aladdin, and I do have some opinions on...
I think we talked about it as soon as the first theatrical trailer came out with the whole genie fiasco.
We were going to, but then we didn't. We forgot to put it in the podcast.
Oh,
yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Then I can give my opinion. I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone does.
I'm not down so far.
Yeah, that's one of the few opinions we actually had that the internet didn't hate us for.
I'm not feeling all Will Smith. I'm sure he's a good actor, but when we need him to be. But I will say I'm not sure about whoever's playing Aladdin and whoever's playing Jafar. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the deliveries.
Yeah, they're both very generic versions of themselves. There's no iconicism there. It's the guy playing Jafar doesn't even strike me as the cartoonishly evil Jafar that we're all used to, And the Aladdin guy
he does not look very Jafarish.
They're both very dull down interpretations of the original characters.
Yeah. Speaking of dull and down, now I will say this about the Lion King trailer. Visually, it looks great, right?
Yeah, the CGI is
everything
amazing.
Looks very realistic. It looks, all completely detailed and everything. But here's my problem with that. And this also applies to making a live-action version of Disney's Aladdin. The main thing with the 2D animation was the amount of expressiveness they could inject into all of the different frames, all of their facial expressions, whether they were human, animal, or magical creature. They could really get out the emotions that they were trying to convey. And, as we saw with Robin Williams, who, let's face it, no actor could come close to his level of improvisation.
Yeah.
He could just, riff off, and then they could animate it as crazy as they wanted to go. You can't really do that in live action. And as you see in the Lion King trailer, none of the animals are emoting because they're made to look like animals,
mm-hmm.
which don't have facial expressions. Some dog owners might say, "That's not true. I see my dog smiling all the time." All right, that's a bit of a stretch, though, and, not every animal even does that.
Right.
So, to me, they're losing a lot of what made the 2D animations so great, was just the whole, fantasy brought to life, but in a very, very human way that you could connect with.
It would have been better maybe they went with, a more cartoony approach as opposed to, the realistic approach. Did you see the Jungle Book movie? I kind of was thinking about that when I was looking at the first trailer.
No, I didn't, but I could definitely see people making that connection just based on the trailers for that.
They had a similar idea, make all the animals look realistic. But I felt like, when they did the I want to be like you scene, I could definitely see the emotion in it, even though they did this all look like monkeys. And I'm wondering, could they possibly, do the same thing with this movie?
Maybe, who knows? I hope they would be able to, but at least in the trailer, I'm just not seeing it. And with Aladdin, how are they possibly going to do all the things that Genie does in the original movie? He always transforms into basically anything he's talking about or making a reference to. Can they actually make that work, in the live action version?
I can't see that with Will Smith. I don't see how I feel like it's going to lead to either bad CGI or just something that it's going to passable, but not nowhere near as good as the animation.
I mean, it looks like with Aladdin specifically, the CGI that they were using for Will Smith wasn't actually finalized, which is weird when you consider they put it in the actual trailer. It's looking like they're gonna cut that down a lot for the final film, and that's probably just a transitional form. That being said, Will Smith, love him or hate him, the guy is he's got a great personality, but I don't think he really has much of a range as an actor. And especially when you compare him to Robin Williams, it's a completely different ballpark. It's a completely different style. So it's just an interesting approach that they've taken to the whole thing.
I feel like they were hoping Will Smith would probably sell the trailer alone, which is probably why they didn't focus on how well it looked.
Yeah.
Because he is a recognizable actor.
Which was clearly a mistake when you consider how poorly the internet reacted to the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like what he's going to do is just reference other Will Smith roles.
That's what I'm afraid of.
That's what it'll turn into.
Yeah, honestly, that would actually be funny.
I bet you he'll say, this is a story all about how I became the genie of a town called Agrabah. What you just saw was a clip from our full show, the Utterly Nonsense Podcast, which airs every Friday. So click any of the links on the screen or subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And let us know in the comments what you think. Thanks for listening.